What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Breakdown Sportscast. I'm your host, Kory Willis. I hope you all are doing well. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving holiday. You spent some time with your family. I hope you still are. Hope you ate well. I know I did, and I'm still eating good as well with those Thanksgiving leftovers, and I know you guys are too. But this is going to be a very, very short show, of course. I just wanted to kind of go over some of the games that have been going on this week. There's been some games. There was a game on Thursday. You had the Egg Bowl. You had some games on Friday, and you have some games on Saturday as well. And I'll go over some of my top games for the week as well for you guys. So depending on when you're listening to this, you'll kind of get some of my top games and my thoughts on the last regular season week before we head into championship weekend. As always, we appreciate you guys listening in on the show. We're on many different streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Audible, iHeartRadio, and many other streaming platforms. We very much appreciate you guys' support, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the show. Let us know what we're doing and how we can improve for the future. So I'm just going to go over some of the games, of course, for the week, and I'll give you some of my top games on Saturday. So on Thursday night, we had number 12 Ole Miss traveling to Starkville, Mississippi to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This was an opportunity for Mississippi State to become 6-6 without their head coach Zach Arnett and become bowl eligible. Did not happen. Number 12 Ole Miss defeated the Bulldogs 17-7. Ole Miss now has that second 10-win season under their belts now, and they patiently await to see which bowl game that they go to. They could be going to a good New Year's Six bowl. So congrats to Lane Kiffin, congrats to Ole Miss, and we'll see what happens with the Rebels as it goes for Mississippi State. Of course, they don't look like they're going bowling, of course, although they do have that APR rate where they're pretty good. The team's really good in the classroom where they can actually still be invited to a bowl game. We'll see if the school does that. But overall, they're pretty much just in a rebuilding phase and looking for a head coach now. So we'll see what happens with the program going forward. A couple names have kind of came to the light, of course. Lebby from Oklahoma. You have Barry Odom out there. Willie Fritz's name is being thrown out there, so it's still kind of up in the air, of course. But we'll definitely see what happens with the Bulldogs, with the Mississippi State Bulldogs going forward. So we will definitely keep you guys informed on that when we get more word on what happens. So that was Thursday. That was the game on Thursday in college football. Also had a couple of NFL games too. If you watched, if you're some Cowboys fans out there listening to the show, I know you guys are pretty stoked right now. We had some Friday games as well. So I'll go over some of those games. Number 13, Oklahoma defeated TCU 69-45. Number 17, Iowa defeated Nebraska 13-10. Number 23, Tulane defeated UTSA 29-16. Number 9, Missouri defeated Arkansas 48-14. Number 7, Texas put a shellacking on Texas Tech 57-7. You also got a chance to see Arch Manning come in the game in the second half, of course. So I know a lot of Texas fans are probably excited about that. Oh man, we got a chance to see Arch Manning. So and that won't be probably the last time that you will see him in that Texas uniform. I know there's been a lot of word about him possibly leaving, of course. Who knows? We'll see. But I do have a feeling that he has bought into what Steve Sarkisian wants out of him going forward, because he does look at him as being a leader. So we'll see what happens with Arch Manning in Texas going forward. So yeah, number 11 Penn State defeated Michigan State 42-0, and number 6 Oregon defeated number 16 Oregon State 31-7. So yeah, those are your Friday games that happened, and now we head into Saturday's slate. Of course, we got a couple of games. We got number 5 Florida State traveling to Gainesville, Florida, to take on the Gators. That's going to be an interesting game, just because with the injury to Jordan Travis, I kind of want to see what happens now with Florida State. So it's it's going to be interesting to see what happens to this team, of course, now that they don't have Jordan Travis out there. So it'll be Tate Rodemaker, 4th year backup, Tate Rodemaker, to step in for Travis into this football game. And so I want to see what he does from a production standpoint. Will there be a big drop off? Is he ready to take the reins as the quarterback in duty now that Travis's season is over for Florida State? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this football game. So yeah, we have that. Of course, we have the game, number 2 Ohio State taking on number 3 Michigan. This game needs no introduction at all. I think we all know what this game is, of course, to a lot of us. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. Number 10 Louisville taking on Kentucky. Can Louisville escape a game against the Wildcats before they head into the ACC championship against Florida State? That's going to be interesting to see. I would surely hope so. This team has had a heck of a season. They're done in that 10-1 record right now. So the last thing that Louisville wants to do is drop the ball in a game like that, where they still want to have a really good season. So we will definitely see. You have the Iron Bowl, of course. Alabama they're clicking on all cylinders right now. So we just kind of want to see that production from them and see how prepared they are in tackling on a tall task known as the Georgia Bulldogs next week in Atlanta. So yeah, just a ton of games, of course, that will be interesting. That games that I want to see. I do want to see the Apple Cup, Washington State. So that's going to be an interesting one too. I mean, Washington State, they're trying to become bowl eligible, of course. Can they knock off Washington? I don't think they can, but this is college football. You never really know what happens, of course, when these games occur. So yeah, in North Carolina and NC State, number 22 NC State. You know, I want to see what this game entails. You know, you have two pretty good teams from the state of North Carolina battling against each other. Both teams have a chance to also have a 10-win season. So, it's just a lot on the line, of course, in this last week and next week, of course. So, I just wanted to kind of go over the week that is the final regular season week of college football. And I appreciate you guys listening in, of course. As always, if you want to hear my feedback on anything, chat with me. You can chat with me on X. It's at Listen to KSW, all one handle. I'm on there talking college football with you guys. So, and you can also talk to my good friend Chris as well. It's at Chris_Bolton_12. And yeah, he's on there talking about college football and a lot of other sports as well. So yeah, be sure to chat with him as well when you get the chance. But yeah, that's it for me, guys, of course. Like I said, we appreciate you guys listening in on the show as always. And me and Chris, we will be back next Monday to kind of go over the week that was. So be on the lookout for that episode, guys. But until next time, this is Kory Willis, and y'all have a great rest of your Thanksgiving weekend and enjoy the football games. Peace.